Net present value, NPV, and internal rate of return, IRR, are two widely used methods for evaluating the profitability of an investment. Net present value, NPV, is the difference between the present value of the cash flows generated by an investment and the initial cost of the investment. The present value of cash flows is calculated by discounting them back to the present using a discount rate. A positive NPV indicates that an investment is profitable and generates more cash flows than the initial investment. The internal rate of return, IRR, is the discount rate at which the net present value of an investment equals zero. It is the rate at which the present value of future cash flows equals the initial cost of the investment. An IRR greater than the required rate of return, the minimum return an investor is willing to accept for the investment, indicates that the investment is profitable. Both NPV and IRR are used to compare the profitability of different investments and to evaluate the potential returns of a project or investment. However, there are some differences between the two methods. NPV is more sensitive to the size and timing of cash flows, while IRR is sensitive to the sequence of cash flows. NPV can be used to determine the absolute profitability of an investment, while IRR is used to compare the profitability of different investments. Additionally, NPV can be affected by the discount rate used, while IRR is not affected by the discount rate. It's important to keep in mind that both NPV and IRR are based on a set of assumptions such as the expected cash flows, the discount rate, and the required rate of return. Therefore, it's important to use realistic assumptions and to consider various scenarios when calculating NPV and IRR. Overall, net present value, NPV, and internal rate of return, IRR, are two widely used methods for evaluating the profitability of an investment. NPV measures the difference between the present value of cash flows and the initial cost, while IRR measures the rate at which the present value of cash flows equals the initial cost. Both methods have their own strengths and weaknesses and should be used in conjunction to evaluate the potential returns of a project or investment. Thanks for tuning in to Finance in 2 Minutes, where we break down complex financial concepts into bite-sized chunks that are easy to swallow. But before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our Financial Fast Track program. Because let's face it, if you don't invest in your financial education now, you'll end up like the guy who invested all his savings in a timeshare on a lunar colony. See you in our next video.